1013 WIBD AM 1470. It is 8:41 on a Tuesday morning. Time for our West Bend Area Chamber of Commerce Local Business Spotlight, recognizing businesses in our community. And we are joined this morning on the line by Nick Dettmann from the West Bend Theater Company. With we're going to talk theater because it's coming back. Live theater is going to be happening right here in West Bend before long, right, Nick?
That's right. Friday and Saturday at the Bend.
So after kind of a long intermission, is that what people are calling it?
I think so. That's probably the best way to put it, is a long intermission.
So West Bend Theater Company, of course, has been around a long time. And let's talk about the shows this weekend.
Yeah, so like we said, two pair of shows. The show is called An Act of God.
Somehow seems appropriate.
Yes. So, it's actually a very satire comedy on Broadway just a few years ago. Essentially, the story is about God and his two angels coming back to Earth to kind of tinker with what we know as the Ten Commandments. There's no mediator like Moses to tell us what the Ten Commandments mean. It's the Lord God bringing them right to the people of West Bend, but maybe not the Ten Commandments you would think they are. So that's kind of the little twist on it. So it's a lot of adult humor. It's going to be it's a hilarious show. I've already seen snippets of it from the cast at rehearsal. If you're willing to kind of laugh about the Bible and just let loose and relax and have a good time, this is going to be the show for you.
And this is not the show to bring the 10-year-old to?
No, this would not be. Its recommended audience is 18 and up.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Now, tickets are available?
Correct.
And they're available just online?
Yes, they are available just online, and they're available either on the Bend website or on our website, which is wbtheaterco.com. And there are no ticket sales at the door, so you have to buy the tickets online, and there's no other remote spots where you can buy them from like a bank or something like that. So it's all strictly online ticket sales. All part of our efforts to maintain a safe and healthy environment, not only for just the performers, the crew, but most importantly, our audience. We want to make sure we have everybody safe and to have everybody enjoy a night of live theater in downtown West Bend in the historic West Bend Theater, the Bend. We're extremely excited. I know Jeff Potts, the executive director from the theater, is excited about this opportunity too. So, we're capping attendance at 85 seats per show. I believe capacity is around 320-ish. So if you buy tickets with a group, you're allowed to sit with your group, and then what we're going to do is you have to have a row in front and a row behind, and then in 6 feet apart on the sides to maintain the social distancing. So we'll have ushers there and people to help seat people. So it's all general admission seating. So we've put in a lot of work and organization to make sure that everybody has a safe and enjoyable time and enjoy a show, like we said, that was just on Broadway not just a few years ago.
All right. And again, tickets online only at wbtheaterco.com. And we should remind people that in this case, theater is R-E.
Correct.
So that, and again, shows are Friday night and Saturday night. But then something that West Bend Theater Company has been known for over the years, we've got a Christmas Carol, but we've got a Christmas Carol a little different this year.
Yeah, just these uncertain times with the COVID-19 pandemic, we really have been trying to figure out ways to put on a live show. I mean, the last show we did was Flanagan's Wake back in March around St. Patrick's Day. And we lost the last show of that run, which was St. Patrick's Day, because of the pandemic. So since then, we've been itching to put on live theater, but we've been trying to figure out ways to do it safely for cast, crew, and then our audience. what we decided was we're going to offer is a virtual video on demand option for the Christmas Carol, with the outside hope that maybe we could stage some people in the crowd. I mean, we're a long way from being able to figure out if we're going to be able to do that, but doing it, at least announcing it this way, gives us the confirmation that we are going to still put on the show in some shape, way, or form, and if we're allowed to have some people in the audience, and that's going to be great. And then if there's people who may not be comfortable with going into a live theater, they can still take in what has become a very cherished tradition of the holiday season in West Bend and Washington County. It's our production of A Christmas Carol. So we just wrapping up. All of our auditions this year were submitted via video, myself included. I did the show last year, so I put in again as well. I know I've seen plenty of the auditions. We got a very talented group of people that auditioned this year. It's just trying to figure out where they best fit into the show. Alan Jordan is the director for the show, and he's done a fabulous job in getting things in order, and then he's going to put the cast list out. We can hopefully announce the cast by the end of this week.
All right, that sounds good. And again, sometime in December will be when the performances will be available on demand, and we'll get all those details sometime in the next month or so, I suppose.
Yeah, probably. I mean, right now, obviously, we're focusing on getting the auditions in, and obviously with Act of God. And as we kind of get probably into October, we'll really start to get an idea of how we want to handle Christmas Carol and in terms of its presentation, and when it will be available for people to either watch online and again, or like we said, if we have the outside chance of putting some people in the audience at the Mason Lodge, we'll take a look at that as well. So we've got a lot of moving parts at this point, but we do know we are going to put Christmas Carol on in some shape, way, or form. We're going to make every effort possible to do that, both for this and keeping in mind with the safety and the health of the cast, the crew, and everybody involved with the show.
Talking with Nick Dettmann this morning from the West Bend Theater Company. One of the things that West Bend Theater Company has always done is there's always been a nonprofit or charitable component to the shows, and Act of God is no exception.
Yes, we're very excited about this partnership, and it really kind of hits home as well, like most of the partnerships that we have, but this one was especially true. Proceeds, or a portion of the proceeds from this show will go toward the United Way's COVID-19 Relief Fund, which helps families affected by the virus, and as well as help frontline and health workers as well, especially getting PPEs and other equipment that they need to help treat people who have been hit with the virus. One of our cast members, Mac Bates, who's going to be one of the archangels for the show, is a COVID-19 survivor. He told me that he had it pretty rough. There were a couple days where he had to be put on oxygen and stuff like that. So he had a pretty serious case of, but obviously he was been able to make a recovery, and he's excited to join the West Bend Theater Company. This is his first show with us. He's from Milwaukee, but he's done some stuff at the Kettle Moraine Playhouse, so he's a little familiar with the fan base here in Washington County and West Bend. And then the guy who composed and wrote the finale, this last song of the show, I Have Faith in You, was written by Adam Schlesinger. He died of COVID-19 back in April. He's an award-winning songwriter. Was nominated for Tonys, Grammys, believe even an Oscar as well. So this man was exceedingly talented, and the final song of the show is very special, and because of his connection and passing with COVID-19 back in April, really just all those things put together make this just a great partnership and bring awareness and an opportunity to help people who have been hit most and hardest by this terrible disease.
Right. And we should mention again, performances are on Friday and Saturday at the Bend in downtown West Bend. Live theater returning to downtown West Bend. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, extremely exciting, and what better way to do it in grand fashion than do it at the newly renovated The Bend Downtown Theater. If you have not had a chance to see this place, it is absolutely breathtaking. The people that were with the theater did a fabulous job bringing this historical landmark back to where the way we all remember it way back in the day, and it's with updated technology. I mean, it's a beautiful venue to host, and what better way to bring back live theater to West Bend and Washington County than to do it at the Bend? To me, it's like it was the only place we could do it.
Sure. All right. And again, advance tickets online only, no sales at the door, and the website to go and get those tickets?
And that is WBtheaterco.com, and the theater ends RE. So just keep in mind on that as well. Follow us on Facebook. We've got messages there, and it's also on the Bend website as well as ticket information.
All right. Sounds good. Nick, anything we forgot?
No, just be sure to get your tickets, and if you have tickets already, or when you do get them, just try to get to the theater at an appropriate time. Don't try to get there. Both shows start at 7:30, so try not to get there at 7:25. The earlier you can get there, I think the easier it will be on the staff and the ushers to help get everybody seated appropriately, and then that way we can get the show started on time. So the concessions, I believe, in the bar will be open as well, so you'll have that option as well. So those are just a couple of things to keep in mind. Just don't wait till the last minute to get there. I think just in terms of making sure everybody gets seated and everybody feels safe, let's try and get there at a good time. I think doors will open, about an hour before the show starts. So,
all right, sounds good. And that is Friday night and Saturday night. And again, the performance, An Act of God by the West Bend Theater Company. Nick, thanks a lot. Good talking to you again.
Yeah, it's good to chat with you, Rick, and we can't wait to see everybody at the Bend Friday and Saturday.